So first one, question 33. I have a curve. So let's say this is how the curve looks like. Okay, y equals to ln 3x minus k. Okay, and then it crosses the x-axis at x equals to 2. Find the value of k and the equation of the normal of the curve at this point. So they want you to find what is the equation of the normal line, this blue line. So you must first understand what the question wants. So first part is they want you to solve for k. So like your WA question, you have a point on the line. You just have to sub in this point into the equation. So we sub 2, 0 into the equation. So y is 0, ln 6 minus k. So you ask yourself, ln what gives you 0? Ln what gives you 0? 1. So that means this one must be 1. So k must be 5. Ln 1 is what? Ln 1 is 0. That's your only answer. There's no other values that will give you 0. Okay, so once you solve for k, now they want you to find the normal to the curve. So what do you think you need to do?
Normal is 1 over m.
1 over m. But how to find m first? Differentiate. So gradient of tangent is dy dx. So go and differentiate this function. So remember, differentiate ln is reciprocal of what you see here. Okay, it's always the reciprocal. And then you multiply by the differentiation of this, which is 3. Aisha and Afan, focus. No. Okay? So please, you need to start working harder. Don't blame the subject, blame yourself. Okay, unless you have been working very hard, then okay, maybe it's not the subject's problem. No, maybe it's not your problem, it's the subject's problem. No, yours is you are not even working, to be very honest with you. So you all don't cry, you all come and look for me.
I cry because it's so annoying and it's so tired. I don't know how to.
If I look for you, I'll cry even more.
I will also cry while teaching. Okay, so please you all got to work harder. If you don't understand, arrange for consultation. Don't sit there and say I cannot do this. Then you are just waiting to let go of this subject.
You all have a crying session.
No. Okay, so dy dx is this. So gradient is you sub in. Gradient of tangent is if you sub in x as 2. So 3. So it's just 3. So gradient of normal is negative 1/3. It's a standard question. So even if I teach you more things like ln, exponential, it is still the same type of question. You just need to be able to differentiate correctly. So you know this, you tackle 3 chapters. So it is definitely worth your time, and there's plenty of differentiation and integration in your paper too. So you want to ace it, it has to be good, this chapter. Because the concept is just coordinate geometry, but you need differentiation. It's quite large, yeah, if you ask me. Maybe, I don't know whether there's 6. Okay, maybe 50, I would think. Okay, so how to find the equation? I have gradient, I have the point 2, 0. So y2 minus y1, gradient x2 minus x1. So I end off with this. Okay, looks like your WA2 question, just that it's not a long function. Because remember, when you want to find equation, this is the formula you use. But if you don't like this equation, you can do y equals to mx plus c. Sub in the m, sub in the y, sub in the x, and find c. Same. These are alternative methods, either or. But to me, I always use this because it's faster. I want to show you that it's always the same thing. Log and ln is similar. Okay, there's one question on it, right? Later we go through that.
This one, where's it gone?
What thing disappear?
Everything.
It's always the reciprocal of whatever function you see inside here. So 1 over this, then multiply by its differentiation, which is 4x plus 5. Yes. So now question is telling you this answer, if you sub in the correct x, it should give you 1/3. So solve for the x.
So whenever you put 1, it's just 1 over the...
Yes, and then you must multiply by the differentiation of this.
Oh, it's that easy.
Yes, it's that easy.
Oh, it's so easy that I don't know how to do it.
Next one. Will
Yeah.
it give like the graph?
No. If they give graph, they are trying to help you, but you draw on your own is to help you visualize.
It's easier you do it, but we do it like...
You need to.
I'll do the same question.
No, they want you to be thinking. Okay, what's the value that will work? 5K or not? 5K, right?
It's always the first thing you should do when you see this type of question.
You unpack the question part by drawing.
Do you know pressure face?
So x is minus 3 over 2 or x is 5. So they ask you to find the x coordinates where it is positive. So one more element to reject this because it has to be positive. Then you lose the answer mark. Oh. So they always set traps here and there. So you need to be careful. Read the question carefully. Minus mark. They can still find a reason to minus if they want. So be clear. Be clear. Don't be ambiguous. Yeah.
How do you know 1 over the x plus 35 over 6? 1/3 is the f that's there.
Which one? This one?
No,
This one.
yeah.
Because they say it's perpendicular to the normal. When it's perpendicular, the gradient is the negative reciprocal. You negative it and flip. Because all these are perpendicular to each other. That's what the question tells us. So tangent line and normal line is always 90 degrees. How Ming, I'm very soon going to confiscate your PLD. If you get full marks, you can use your PLD and look at girls every day. Okay, but if it's not full marks yet, then don't have. Yeah, you can only look at Arfan.
And then suddenly it's a dilemma to feel about it. Would you rather that or rather in weekend? Yeah, go back.
Okay?
I'll put the girl costume. Okay, but...
Okay, next one, 37. I have this equation with this curve. X is positive. Find an expression for dy dx. So when they ask for an expression, then you have to simplify to the best you can. So one look at this, you use what rule? Product. So we differentiate the first one, multiply by original. Differentiate the second one, multiply by original. So you should end off with this. Okay, so this is the expression you should get. Then they say hence. That means use this answer, calculate the value of ln x at the stationary point. So when you see the word stationary point means what? 0. Okay? So that means they want you to factorize and try to solve it. So if you look, the x squared can take out. Okay, right? But they already tell you x. Given that x is positive, what happens to x squared? X squared is greater than 0 also, right? If you square both sides. So this one cannot be equals to 0. This one has no solution. Okay, since x is greater than 0, therefore x squared is greater than 0. So this one no answer. But the other pair is what I want to solve. The other pair want me to solve for ln x. So I bring the 1 over, divide by 3.
Then you do ln inverse.
No need, they say just find the value of ln x. Okay, but if I want to find the value of x, what should I do?
Ln inverse.
No, there's no ln inverse. No. Remember ln is log base what? Log base e. So you remember the push-up method?
Or e power x.
Ah, bring this, push it up. So x is equals to this. If they ask you to solve, you must be able to solve. But this question asks you to stop here. Yeah. E is exact. Can.
What's the exact value of e?
It's a 2.71. It's Euler number. You press your calculator, it's a long string like pi like that. Okay? Wasted 3 minutes of my time to find. Okay, the application question. Do all. All.
All even or
No, then.
do all to the power of 0.
Okay, this one. Just one, huh? Okay, so this one all, to close the chapter. PMP 30 to 37. Okay, this one really shh. Today you go back home, do on foolscap paper. Tomorrow I want to see.
Wait.
You don't have WA already tomorrow. Don't give me excuse. My cat, my crocodile. You don't. Do we have?
No, we don't.
Oh, then we can have more.
No.
5x minus 5x, no more. Okay, so it ends off with an expression like that, and they say this gradient is minus 1/6. So just go and solve it normally.
Wait, what do you find?
They want me to find what are the two x values.
What did we just find?
We find gradient or dy dx.
So this is the gradient.
They tell me it's my gradient.
So x, 5x.
Then now you can cross multiply. So 5x squared minus x is 6.
So how do you know how to do this?
What do you mean?
Like the separation of
Factorization.
Yeah.
You can use calculator what? Solve directly.
I don't know.
Mode 3, you show him? Okay, so what? Can. AMF, we don't really need you to show like what is the step you take. Because the critical part is the dy dx. Is the equating to minus 1/6. So these are where the marks are and the solution. There is ECF here. So these are the two x coordinate that I want. And then they say, can you then find the equation of the normal at the point where x is negative? So that means they want you to use this x. Because they say x is negative. They want you to choose, you have two x value, they want you to choose the negative one. So when your x is negative 1, go and find your y first. So sub in here. Minus 4 minus 2/3. Okay, so this is your y coordinate. So you can write this. You check your factorization correct or not? Okay, so knowing this point, I need the gradient of the normal also. So I already know my dy dx. I go and sub in x as minus 1 first. So go and put in my x as minus 1. Okay, I end off having what? Minus 1, 6. So this is gradient of tangent. So to find gradient of normal, I need to change it to 6. So with gradient, with the line, I can find my equation. So y2 minus y1, gradient x2 minus x1. So this is your equation. I hope you can see by now that it is a standard series of steps. It's only the expression that they can change. But all the other steps are always the same. Plus the 6. You can just leave it. No need to simplify further. Then it depends on marking scheme whether they want to penalize or not. Because this is more exact. Yeah. Okay? So be careful. Make sure. You see, we use 2 periods to go through homework. What is this?
Homework is difficult.
Yes.
So you're going too slow, you know. I think we should speed up.
So I just skip. Speed up means I skip.
Lisa, I think our class is the fastest, you know. I think you're just going slow.
With the...
Yeah, especially me, I'm going very fast. Others want
Okay, then can you tell me what's the dy dx of this function? Use product rule.
Differentiate ln x.
No, times ln x plus...
X squared 1 over x.
Okay, very good. So you end off having this. Then this is the expression for dy dx.
Square over x.
So they say, can you find the value of x for which y is stationary?
X square over x. Or you
But cancel one, yeah. So when the y is stationary means dy dx equals to 0. So same thing. When they ask you to solve for this, take out common factor. So x is 0. Or x is...
Wait, how do you... Okay, I get it.
So x is e to the power of minus half.
So it's always
Yes.
like that, right?
Okay, but this one, you need to check. If you sub it back here, it's undefined. Because ln 0 is undefined, you need to reject the solution.
For the ln part, is it always e to the power of the number?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your ln function is like that, ma.
What's the difference?
The x can never be 0, 1.
What's the difference between log and exponential?
It's the same, just that log is base e. Yeah, actually it's the same expression, but they give a special name for it. Yeah. Okay, so this is 24 for you. Actually 24 quite okay, why you all say?
Sure, but I don't know how to differentiate.
So the differentiate is the thing that you all might need to practice.
Sure.
Okay, noted.
Now, dictionary.
Okay, last one. I have a part of the curve that crosses the x-axis at P here. They draw for you. Then they say, can you find the equation of the normal at P? So before that, you need to find what is P first. What is this point? X you don't know, you know y is 0. So you sub y as 0. You get this. So when will ln be equals to 0? When this thing is 1. Okay, if not, you will be saying, what if I don't remember this? Then you do the push-up method. If remember it's base e, you push it up, it's e to the power of 0. So this is just 1. So x is just 3/5. Okay, once you know the x and the y, you can now go and find the equation of the normal. So this is P. So how to find the normal line? How to find a gradient of normal? Dy dx first. So how to get the dy dx? Imran? Y. This one. Reciprocal.
1 over ln 5x.
1 over?
Ln 5.
No ln.
1 over 5x.
Just 5x minus 2. Then you must multiply by 5. Yes.
Multiply or
Yeah, because must multiply by the differentiation of this. Okay? So dy dx is this. You sub in x as
is there a square root x minus
3/5. Where?
2? Or 5x minus 8? It look like a
So you put in. You end off with 5. So gradient of normal is. This is gradient of tangent. Minus 1/5. So with the normal, with the point, you can find the equation. y2 minus y1 gradient x2 minus x1. That's it. So it is always the same. So even if you make some mistakes in the differentiation, continue to do the rest of the parts. Because the most is they penalize you on your differentiation, but all the method will carry over.
So error carry forward.
Yes. So even if your differentiation is wrong, don't worry about it. Just bring over and continue.
If the question is out of 5, and example, the first answer I put wrong, if it's error carry forward, do I get 4 or what?
The whole total?
If the whole total question is 5, then I do something mistake.
Then you will get 5, the 4 of the remaining.
So 4 out of 5. If I
4 or 3. Because some setters will say, oh, the answer is wrong. So we will give you the 3 error carry forward mark. But some allows the answer as well. So you will get 4 maximum.
So it depends on your mark.
Yes. Depends on the marking scheme that year.
That just depends.
We won't know because they will depend on the previous cohort. Let's say the previous cohort always have this issue. When they issue the markers report, they will tell us focus on this.
How about
Okay.
like if a lot of people have that answer?
Left their answer?
Like have that answer.
Then maybe they will consider because it's a team of people marking the paper. Okay, part 2. I want to find the coordinates of the point Q on the curve such that the tangent drawn at Q is parallel to this line. So you see the concept keeps repeating. So 4y equals to x plus 11. How to find the gradient? Yeah, just like that. So the gradient of this line is 1 over 4. And it is parallel to the tangent at Q. So it's telling you that gradient of tangent is 1/4 at the point Q. So what do you think you can do to continue with the question?
Sum dy dx equals 1.
So what they are saying is I have another point Q here. And this point Q has a gradient of 1/4. So sub this one as 1/4. Uh, 20, so 4.4. Is it? So this is the x coordinate. You need to find the y coordinate. So you sub in to your original equation. Okay, which ends off not as a perfect answer. Ln 20.
So, you know, in the 1970s in India,
Yeah.
women exit at the periphery of actions and events in society.
Wow, sounds.
Yeah. Ignored, neglected, not given a voice. And they are othered and femicide rates.
Okay.
Look at the board.
Because I'm loyal. What of smart?
Okay, last one. I want to show that the curve has no turning point. It means dy dx can never be 0. So if you look at this is your dy dx. Yes. If I want to show that something has no turning point, I need to show that it cannot be equals to 0. Because if there's a turning point, it's equals to 0. So this is what I need to show. I need to show that this thing cannot be 0. So how do you think I can go about in doing that? No. That is using the result to prove otherwise. So if you look at your original curve, let's look at your original curve. This one. Where would the graph be defined? Means got answer. Where are all your x values? Your x value must be greater than which value? Your x, p is what? 3/5. Where got 0? X. So, you need, so for this function to be defined, can you see that your x must be greater than 3/5? Okay, it must be greater than 3/5 because your graph, in fact, not really, right? Not really. Wait. When will it be undefined? Ln 1 cannot be ln 0. Oh, okay. So when will we cannot have this equals to 0? Because in order for this function to be defined, the function inside cannot be 0. It can be anything positive, but it cannot be a 0 value. So I need to make sure that this is greater than 0.
What do you mean by define?
That means you press the calculator, got value.
So the one you do the x.
So remember, your ln function always approach a value but never touches it. We want to find out what is the last value that will make it to be defined. So when will that happen is when this is equals to 0. Because the moment it's equals to 0, calculator will give you math error. So if you look at it, this thing here is x greater than 2/5. Okay, but actually we don't need this. What we need is this one. Because the moment we know this, we can get here. So in order for your original curve to be defined, this thing must be positive. And positive divided by positive gives you positive. So this tells me that dy dx is positive and it can never be equals to 0. So y has no stationary point.
So it's just trying to prove that
Yes.
dy dx is increasing.
Yes. Okay, so proving question always looks like this. Okay, but remember your end goal is 10-year series. You just need to make sure that you know how to do the 10-year series type of questions.
So I got tired of studying.
What's the stationary point again?
Stationary point means like minimum or maximum. So dy dx is 0.
Does it need a point
I
of
thought asking for
intersection?
turning point.
Does it need?
A point of intersection.
They never ask us to find. Yeah. Turning point is your maximum and minimum. Stationary point also can be point of inflection. Got 3. Turning point only max or minimum. Turning is a smaller group. So stationary is bigger. Stationary includes point of inflection. Okay, but turning point is only this one. So interesting, right? Don't you find that, wow, these people so clever?
Wow, they're just making up this one. There's 1 Imran versus 10 Afan. Who's going to win?
Win in what?
The fight.
Why?
What about 10
It depends. You see, you only need 1 bowling ball and 10 pin. Who win?
odd.
But if his aim is not accurate, who win? Who lose?
Me.
Huh?
And him.
So it depends.
Uh,
It's not by number.
9 Afan versus 10 Ani.
Why you put one less of yourself?
Ani will win any.
Because in his mind he feels he's stronger.
Teacher, 10 Imrans versus 10 Afans plus 10 Ani.
10 Imran.
I need one Mr. Naha. PMP, then let's choose even odd. Okay, I don't need you to do the trigo. I also want. Okay, all these trigo no need. This one you can do as self practice. Need you every.
To what?
What? SIL, huh?
Even odd, none and all.
Doing I want. I tell you. Okay, I don't need you. Okay.
Four, then five, then six, then seven. Yeah, 8.
It's the 20 some. Which one? To do. Okay, just now how many questions? 7, right?
Yeah. 30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay. Just do the last page.
Last page of what?
PMP, the last page. 4 questions. So only for 11 questions.
This one, spin the wheel for these 4 questions.
No.
Even odd,
If I have to spin, it's a question. Think about it.
This one. This one.
Don't spin, right? Clever.
This one, can you go back?
Okay, some textbook forget will put in the absolute sign because in order for ln to exist, it must be a positive number. So absolute sign will make sure that whatever value inside, they will drop the negative sign and make it positive. So you will see some textbook or even old 10-year series answers, they will put a absolute sign in your symbol. In fact, it's better for you to put. But syllabus don't require you to because they remove this chapter from your syllabus.
What chapter?
How many years ago? 2019 is how many years ago?
6.
6 years ago, this chapter is inside the. Okay, what this chapter do is this. If let's say you have a quadratic graph, let's say it's like that. X minus 3, example. Okay, but if they say, can you draw this? Then when they ask you to sketch, you will have to bring this part upward and draw your final graph like that. So modulus will make sure that you need to remove the bottom part of the graph and reflect upward. Make the negative become positive. So many years ago, when they test modulus function, this is called modulus. You need to know how to sketch your graph and make it positive. So you'll see funny shapes like that. Or when you have a straight line, the negative part reflect upward, then the bottom is gone. This is making the negative positive.
Isn't it just inconvenient?
Not really lah. Okay, because some function don't exist at the negative zone.
Why don't they teach Paris stuff like what?
Would you be engaged?
Yes.
You will come to school laughing every day, right? Okay, what is the differentiation of this?
1.
Negative 3 over 7 minus 3.
Oh, okay. So skipping some steps. So you must multiply by minus 3. Okay, so if I integrate this, okay, I must make sure the differentiation, okay, is on top. Okay, then when I integrate it, then I can get back ln 7 minus 3x.
So someone is doing the funny.
What? I did nothing to him. He's like a crazy bee.
Yeah, keep doing the tongue thing, bro.
I never do anything. I never do anything.
His lip dry.
Use lip balm. Chapstick.
Totally.
Okay, so where will this question likes to mix with? They like to mix with partial fraction.
No. Why?
Because remember, when you are asked to split functions up, you get something like that.
Because partial fractions.
Oh my god.
It's like the.
Remember they ask you to split, then you must see linear factor, repeated roots or non-factorizable quadratic. Then you split into a few parts, then you do comparing to solve for the A, B and C.
Class B, class C.
Under polynomial, the last part. Okay, so there will be cases where they ask you to integrate this. Okay, they ask you to integrate this. So you will also be able to do that with ln. Okay, so let's practice. Okay, let's practice this one.
Will they make us force the partial fraction first then integrate?
No. Okay, this one. Shh. Remember, when I want to integrate this, right? I need to make sure. Shh. I need to make sure that the front part has the differentiation of this. So what do you think I need to do?
Minus half.
Minus half. So minus half must be in front. But I can't just put in a minus half, right? I need to remove it. So I must times -2 outside, so that I never change anything to it. Can you see that?
So you're trying to balance it.
Yes. So this will get me back to this original form if I integrate with the -2 outside, and then you just put a plus C. So if this is very difficult for you to see, I have another faster option. You do this. Okay, so you get back the original state, and then you divide by the differentiation of the power. Okay, so you will also flip and get back -2. So if this is difficult for you to picture, then don't do it this way. You integrate normally, but divide by the differentiation of the power.
Which one would you make?
I would recommend this lah.
Can I fix that?
Can. So what do you think you should do for this one? Take out the 6. None of the 6 problem, right?
Yeah, you need half. You need half, so you like
So same thing, I'm going to get back my original EX over 2. But I must divide by half. So you should get 12 EX over 2 plus C. Okay, if you are unsure, just go and differentiate this and see whether you get back this or not. You can always do that to check. Okay, you can differentiate to check.
Where is that?
Okay, this one. Okay, listen. Shh. Remember, we cannot take out any x out of the integration symbol. X must stay inside. I can only take out the 4. Or in fact, actually, I don't need to take out. If you observe carefully, can you see that this thing here is already the differentiation of your power? Then there's nothing to do already. You just get back your original form. Okay, you don't even need to do that. But of course, if you want to use the shortcut method, you can take out the 4 first, right? And then You integrate this means you get back this original form, but you divide by 4x.
Huh? Oh, you differentiate 2x. Okay.
No, this same thing you copy down, right? But you must divide by the differentiation of the power. So can you see it all cancels out? You still get back the original. You can also do that.
This is confusing. Cool.
Okay, let's check one more time. If you want to integrate this function, you need to make sure that the differentiation of the power is in front. What is the differentiation of sign? Cos, right? So this one and this one is already ready. So your answer is just this. Okay, next also check. Look at the power. Okay, look at the power. If you differentiate tangent, what do you get? Secant square, right? So it's already ready. When you integrate, you just get back this. Nothing to simplify already. Okay, if not, you can pretend the cosine x don't exist. When you integrate this, by right, you should divide by the differentiation, right? Okay, but the cosine x was there. So it cancel out. If you see it's easier this way, it's also possible. Okay, same thing here. By right, when you integrate this, you get this, but you must divide by the differentiation of the power. But this was there. So it sort of cancels out.
Okay, so as long as there's something in front of the E something, then you can just take the back of the whatever.
Take the back of the what? Can I? Okay, let's look at question 2. They say differentiate x and e2x. So this one is product rule. So we differentiate the first, multiply by the second. We keep the first, multiply by the second. So we end up having this. As the answer. I should write 2x, right? Okay, but if you look at the question, they want you to find the integration of this. Okay? So usually it is always related to your part 1. So if you integrate this, you should get back this. So we always write it down first, irregardless what the question is asking you to find. You always go and write this down first, you get this. Okay, and it's from 0 to 1. So this one doesn't have a plus C. You just have to write this down first. Okay, but actually question only interested in this one. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
So you need to break it up into 2. Break this up into this and this. So this is the tougher ones that they can ask you for O level. Okay, this one I just go and find first. E2 minus 0. So you are only left with an E square here. Okay, because when you sub in, it's gone. This one is gone. Okay, so how to solve for this? I want to find this unknown, right? So you know this part definitely can integrate. What is the integration of e2x? Divide by 2. Then you sub in your 1 and 0. Can. Okay, so this one if you go and sub in, you get a e square over 2 minus half. I feel for his throat. Why cannot use mic? Like I'm level 4, level 1, I can hear. But poor thing
If
like short until like that.
no, but if it's a singer, then don't feel bad because they do a lot of their voice. Like me, I'm gonna be
Okay, so this one is 1 whole over e square minus half of it. So you are left with half of it plus half. Leave your answer like that. They say in terms of e. So don't go and press calculator. Just leave your answer in terms of e. What? You always want to what if, oh? There's no what, so many what ifs in life. It is easy.
It's not.
By O level, when you all look at the question, you all must laugh. Like, are you belittling my intelligence? Yeah, all y'all go exam hall laughing there, don't know what happened.
I think the teacher will be scared instead.
Okay, we will look at integrate dx.
I'm the trend. And run.
Oh, welcome back. Why you come back? Afan never come back. You say you will drag him along.
I didn't say that.
I just now I remember. You remember me pull out the video.
You went toilet.
Okay, so you will come lah.
This now only got 24 minutes left.
Yeah, but can still teach a bit. Okay, look at this one. If I ask you to integrate this,
Question 3, where's question
3b. Let's look at b.
4? I didn't all the
What do you think you will do? What do you think you will do?
I was.
What do you think you will do? This exponential.
Integrate.
Don't integrate first.
Expand.
Expand first.
Why?
There was a chain before.
We never learn chain rule for exponential. Exponential no chain rule. Only the normal ones have chain rule. Trigo don't have chain rule. And then exponential and ln all don't have chain rule. No power one, no power one. Okay, so this one, when you integrate one, you get x. This one, no change. Right, because it's divided by 1. Okay, this one, just divide by 2. Half. Okay, then you sub in 1 and 0. Done. Okay, so now you know why suddenly the other class can go very fast. Because once you understand, it will go faster.
But they are smarter.
Who say? Who say? We are all in the same school.
I'm dumber.
Same school, different
My
aptitude.
is below average.
We are same school.
All my friends get like high 20s for
Papers are different. Don't compare. Only O level, then you know.
You don't get more marks for almost every exam. You need to know some more. You bring the defense. You bring the defense. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, that's it. But of course, if you never say leave your answer in terms of E, you can press calculator for the whole thing.
报名搞掉了。iPhone is back.
Welcome back.
My friend want to do practice.
What practice? Our paper is the same one. Okay, this one how? We are slower than them, what?
No, then he said if you want to do a bit.
He what?
He said if you want to do a bit and you want to do his own stuff.
He just want to be with you.
No, he wants to do his own.
Okay, how to split this up?
Actually, I'll play 5 tuition.
Okay.
So what's the paper?
What paper? This one is the same paper. Oh yeah, and then I just gave them this one. This one is
I refuse. I don't accept this.
I will give you a reject.
What kind of student? Okay, so we split this into 2.
He's running away.
Okay, and then before we can solve it, simplify first. Don't go and be so eager to.
What page is this?
21.
It is part 3, page 2.
Oh my days, I did so much. How does time introduce in less than 50 minutes? I thought he太瘦了啦。You went through the entire chapter without.
No, one part.
That's because of that one part. I remember I done to do one section.
Okay, later we recap. So e2x minus 4ex. Okay, I haven't integrate anything. It's all simplified. I first split it into 2 fractions, right? And then I use indices law. I do a subtraction of power. I shift up the ex to minus x.
You had me confused.
Sorry. I shift up, become minus x. Then now I start to integrate officially. So integrate e2x, divide by the differentiation. Okay, integrate e minus x, divide by the differentiation of the power. Yes. So exponential is quite easy when we do integration. It's just dividing by the power.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fake.
Okay, that was good.
I figured that over time.
I feel like Leon has been affected. Leon is ruining your hobby. I never say that. I never say that.
I'm tired
I'm
of listening to all this.
You should address me and Imran as Ami. Like, Ami. Yeah, you know. Imran, your head is.
I don't serve the army.
You have to give respect to me and Imran. Like, so you have to do this.
Yeah, I give you all 2 worksheet.
I didn't do anything.
That's my highest form of respect.
Thank you. You wish for us to gain more knowledge.
Totally.
Imran.
See?
Oh, you moved my boots. Imran. I feel so free now. I'm so tired. How many gonna give for you? You can change I can't take the back of my neck.
How Ming why? Airing your armpit.
He gave me this.
Why you want? Why you want? He like that? Why?
He gave me a seat.
You sit so far away, you can listen or not?
He can. He just that he doesn't. He can listen. He can hear things, but he doesn't.
But it doesn't go in lah.
Which one? Which house are you in? I am Curtin. Which house are you?
Falcon. The best house.
Wait. There's nobody who teaches me in Eagle. Like, there's no one.
Eagle is Miss
Where's your house?
Falcon.
Where is your house? Mrs. Scott?
Hawk.
Miss Namiani.
No, there is one in Eagle. Just
I think this might be right.
Where is Eagle going?
Okay, ready or not?
Oh, the other Miss Wang.
yeah.
Ready? Yeah. Miss Huang ID. Ready? This tree I told you all just now, right? Look. Where's the tree? Okay, this one. This is lawn.
Wow. Yay!
Where you see. Okay, this one they purposely write it in, but actually it's like that.
I think I put a paper.
They just put the dx on top, but actually you can rewrite it like that. Just like this one, you can rewrite it like that. Although it's empty there, but we know it's a 1. Okay? So this one is just x plus c. Okay, this one is just ln. Okay, if you want, you can put the absolute symbol to make sure that it's always positive inside. Okay, but it's not done there. You must divide by how Ming? Yeah. You see, he's so happy.
Yo.
The MCC has gotten to you.
Divide by what? The
Uh,
differentiation of that. Okay, then plus C.
What page is this?
3. 3.
Oh my days,
In
bro.
split second, we move on to the next page.
Please.
So don't even waste your time looking at Afan removing his books.
I wasn't even looking at him
Okay,
doing
okay.
that.
Okay, let's do this. Take out the 4, it doesn't affect anything. So remember, whenever you see a fraction where the power below is 1, there's no chain rule involved, it must be ln. So if you look at this, straight away we get ln this divide by the differentiation, which is 1.
Okay.
Okay, put in the 4 plus C. Can. Okay, so quite simple. What about this? Take out the 3.
Are you all forced to go? Are you all forced to go for solo debate?
It's compulsory.
Why is mine not compulsory?
Because they don't care about you guys now.
Oh.
Mine is
Oh,
not
you want to go or not? What time?
No, I never brought my
You never bring your uniform,
t-shirt, yeah.
Okay, this one. Shh. This one. If I integrate this, what do I get?
You will get
Why?
ln.
This one. So remember, when you see a reciprocal function, straight away bring it back up. Then divide by the differentiation of the fraction inside. And then the 3 was outside, right? So you write it there with a plus C.
Can I write like a bracket instead of the...
You can, but this would be very safe lah. But you can write bracket.
What the hell?
Okay, Imran, try this one. I take out the 2 first. Ln
6 ln x minus 5
divide by.
over 6.
Very good. Then put the 2 outside, then plus C. Where got 7? Okay, so you can simplify it and write your final answer as this.
Yeah, thinking, oh my god.
I'm learning.
What?
1/3 times ln.
Can.
See this one I'm learning.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Yeah, but a few weeks later we forget everything.
And then never get it done.
Okay, this is the special type. Shh. This is the special type. We never learn how to integrate tangent, remember? Do you all remember that we never learn how to integrate tangent? We only know how to integrate sine and cosine. So when you see tangent question like that, change to sine and cos. Differentiate, then become. Okay, but take note. Shh. We never learn that. We only learn how to integrate sine, cosine, and secant square. No, it's not in this level. Okay, so take note when this happens, I want you all to see it as this is the reciprocal function. Okay, and then the sign, you can leave it out first. Okay, shh, listen. So when I integrate a reciprocal function, what do I get? No. If I integrate a reciprocal function involving 1 over cosine, then it becomes ln what?
Ln cosine.
Okay. This is the reciprocal. Yeah. Okay. So, but the thing is, you must divide by its differentiation, right? So what is the differentiation of cosine?
It's sine.
Negative sign, which will cancel out with the sign here. You differentiate cosine is negative sign what? So you end up with your answer being minus ln this one.
So why is everything wrong? Is it because of 1 over something?
Because the moment your power below is 1, there's nothing you can do. Okay, there's nothing you can do. Because imagine if you bring this up,
Rasha's not
right? If you bring this up, you add 1 to the power, what happened?
I didn't upload
It's
it
gone.
because it never goes.
So when it's power 1, there's nothing we can do except ln. Okay, so remember that. Okay, what about cotangent? Cotangent is what over what? So cosine over sine x. So let's split it up into the reciprocal function. Leave the cosine here. So when you integrate 1 over sine, you get what? Ln what? Ln sine x. But you must differentiate by the coefficient, by the function inside.
If it's 1 over something, is it ln the
Yeah, ln the denominator
for everything?
for everything. So what is the differentiation of sine?
Cosine.
Cosine, which will cancel with the one in front.
Oh, so you over the differentiation of the top.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I try the next one?
Okay, so this one, let's say this one. I want you to integrate this thing. So we split it up into 2 things first.
There's no sign.
No need sign. Can you see this is a reciprocal function?
Yeah.
So you straight away change to ln.
So ln x squared plus 2
Over the differentiation of
Compulsory,
this.
not
Yeah.
compulsory.
Can you see that it cancels out?
plus c.
So your
it's
final
very
answer.
easy.
Yeah, just like that. Ln and exponential very easy.
You're back.
Okay, so part B, let's try. Imran, now you try. Integrate this one, the reciprocal function.
Ln 5 minus x squared
Okay, divide by
divided by x
just x.
squared.
Differentiation of this.
Oh, it's 2x.
But with the negative,
Yeah, minus 2x.
Okay, so you realize that this one cancels out. So your final answer is minus ln this plus c. That's all. So the moment you have a fraction where the denominator is 1, power 1, you split it up. Because we never learn integration quotient rule. You can only split it up and integrate like that. Okay, this is the part where it involves partial fraction, the exciting part.
I used to love
Oh, let's do 7 first. Let's do 7 first. This is a O-level question.
Or is it like A?
Okay, how to differentiate this first? Okay, product rule. So,
belong to the 1 over something.
later. So this one, I differentiate the x, keep the ln x. I keep the x, differentiate the ln x. So I end off with this. Correct? Okay, so this is part 1. The first part. Part 2 says, I want to find what is the integration of this. So don't care what they ask you to find. The first thing you do is integrate this, get back this first. So we just write integrate this. I must get back this. So they always say from 1 to 4, right? So your answer here is also from 1 to 4. Yes, into this. So this is 4 ln 4 minus 1 ln 1. 4, you put 4. Okay. Yes, but you see my question only want me to find the value of integration of ln x only. So I need to split this into 2. Split this one part. Split the second one part. Can you see that? So this is the unknown that I want to solve. This is solvable. What is the integration of 1? 1 is just x. Because when it's like that, we take it to be x to the power of 0 plus 1 to the power divided by new power. So you get back x. Okay, so this one just sub in 4 and 1. Okay, then this one is 4 ln 4. So this is just 4 minus 1, right? So it's a 3. So the answer for ln x integration is just 4 ln 4 minus 3. So it's like solving for an algebra equation. So this is like O-level style. They will ask you to differentiate first. Then when they integrate, they only want part of the integration. They don't need the whole thing. So you need to split.
It's so complicated. It's so complicated but really easy.
Yeah, right? So you better make sure you can do this. This is like 50 or 60% of your overall. Make sure you can do. Then it will be pass or better. Okay, next is partial fraction. Do you all still remember how to do partial fraction?
Yes.
How?
By try and error for the results.
Oh.
Where got trial and error? Yes, that.
Oh, A over A and plus B over then
Yes. So, okay, let's use partial fraction and split this up. Since these are two linear factors, it will be A over this plus B over this.
BX plus C.
No, only when there's x squared.
What about for non-factorizable?
Non-factorizable with the x squared one. So if you look at this, you multiply throughout by the same denominator. You see that you are left with x plus 17 here, a plus x plus 2,
I remember.
and this. So last one is comparing. So how do we compare? Compare coefficient, or you can sub in value if you want. Yeah. So compare coefficient of x is 1 and it's a plus b. This is first equation. Compare constant term is 17 is equals to 2a minus 3b. So if you compare these two, let's multiply the first equation by 2. So let's do a elimination. So let's use equation 3 minus equation 2. So 2 minus 17 is minus 15. 2a minus 2a is gone. 2b minus negative 3b is 5b. So b is just negative 3. So take this to be revision for partial fraction. So once you know b already, just sub into any of the equation. So a is 4. Okay, the moment you solve already, put them inside here. So actually, they are asking you to integrate 4 over this. This is what they are asking you to integrate. Okay, so can you see how to integrate this one? Can you see all power 1? Partial fraction is all power 1. Then what does it lead you to? Ln. So ln what? 4 take out?
4 ln x minus 3.
Yes. Then divide by 1, right? So no need to write. Okay, then the minus 3 take out, you get?
3 ln x plus 2.
Then divide by 1 also, so no need to change anything. That's it. No need plus c because, yeah, so this is a definite integral.
The seniors, Aisha, she stayed downstairs.
Yeah.
She's the one who's speaking.
Oh, now y'all in uniform must address each other by senior one.
You just said senior, not senior.
Oh, I thought he called you senior
There's
leh.
a same rank, they call each other senior.
And like, how like
Same rank.
I thought y'all said not the same.
See, look how scared he is of me.
Yeah, I just did. Like,
She went already what?
yeah. But for taking anyway.
So she haven't take?
No, she just going to go to email. She just did.
Yeah.
So finish already, she never come back?
Yeah, bro.
No, cher,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
No, I think she's just catching up before junior.
like they're taking more
more pictures in the hall. Like,
She doing some dance, I'm sure.
Crochet.
Okay, then you can press calculator and get the answer.
Or is teacher why actually meant us?
Why? Okay, we do one last one maybe.
And then we can go home.
Yeah, then we are done. Oh, actually it's 4:30 already. Or y'all do on your own. 9 and 10, go back and revise partial fraction.